Hello and welcome to 555, 5 games in 5 minutes on day 5. We take 5 games from the previous month and 5 in the current month and feature them in one video. We begin with the February games. It's the latest in the God Eater series and the quickest one to be localized with the Japanese release in December. It's also interesting as this Bandai Namco game was created by Marvelous. Yeah, that little tidbit was an interesting find, though not the only time these two will work together, as they have a Doraemon Story of Seasons crossover happening later this year in Japan. Apparently, Bandai Namco wanted something a bit different from the previous games and moved away from previous developer Shift. It is available on PS4 and PC. I suppose you could blame the poor release schedule for a visual novel appearing on the list this month. But this is a very solid visual novel, updating the original 2009 entry with fully animated visuals from the anime series, as well as new footage for story routes not adapted for the anime. Steins Gate Elite is available on PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Well, what did you expect? I like me a good racing game, so when one comes along, I gotta find a spot for it. This is the sequel to 2015's Dirt Rally, and the 13th game overall in the Dirt series, which started life as Colin McRae Rally. Changes in this game include a new weather modeling system and an expanded My Team mode from Dirt 4. Dirt Rally 2.0 is on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. No! You're in timeout, THQ Nordic. You know what you did. Trials Rising is the latest game in Ubisoft's long-running motorcycle riding time trial game. The game features the player going through unique obstacle courses in various parts of the world, including the Eiffel Tower and Mount Everest. The game also includes Tandem Bike mode, which has two players control two different parts of a motorcycle at the same time. Trials Rising also marks the first game in the series to release on a Nintendo console, launching alongside the PC and other console versions. And finally, we have Tetris 99, a battle royale version of the classic puzzle game. And while I feel personally justified in placing the first killer app for Nintendo Switch Online in this spot, I want to cover 3 other games that released at the end of the month. Deltarune Chapter 1 is the first part of a new game developed by Undertale creator Toby Fox. Originally released on PC in October, the game was ported over to the Switch and PS4. Originally released in 2013, Anodyne is a wonderful Zelda-like adventure game that takes you through the dream world of Young, the protagonist. It released last week on the Switch. And would you believe that Ape Out is published by Devolver Digital?
I don't believe it!
Well, it is. Developed by Gabe Casillo, Ape Out is a beat-em-up played from a top-down perspective. It released last week on Switch and PC. And with that done, we move to the March games. The 90s. I remember watching my cousins and my brother play these games back in the day, but I never got to play much of them until they re-released on the Virtual Console. The originals were hilarious and fun, and this new entry brings back the spirit of the older games with a plum. ToeJam Earl Back in the Groove is available now on all major platforms. Yes, I know that all these Yoshi games pretty much are copies of Yoshi's Island. I don't care. Yoshi's awesome, and my nephews like him. Besides, while it looks similar to previous titles, it does have a distinct feel of being the Mario 3D World of the Yoshi series. Yoshi's Crafted World will launch exclusively on Nintendo Switch on March 29th. Ah yes, the latest in the Final Fantasy invasion of the Nintendo Switch. Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon is a remake of the Wii's Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo's Dungeon from back in 2007. Alongside the original game, the remake will include a new buddy system to bring allies into the dungeon to assist you. Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon Everybody will be available on March 20th for the Switch and PS4. Oh, and Final Fantasy VII re-releases the following week on Xbox One and the Switch. Well, after a brief hiatus and a questionable change in design by Ninja Theory at Capcom's request, the original Dante is back in Devil May Cry 5. Dante will be joined by Nero in this hack-and-slash experience as they get hired by a new character named V. It's exciting to see the old style come back after so long, but do be careful with those microtransactions. Devil May Cry 5 is available on March 8th for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. While I may have my issues with buying anything with the Activision name attached to it, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is very much a From Software production. Although, if you're coming into this expecting to play a new Souls-style game, you might be disappointed. There are no RPG elements, with From Software instead choosing to have the game be an action-adventure game. Gameplay will focus more on attacking poison balance rather than whittling away at health bars, and in addition, players can be revived on the spot in certain conditions, instead of being forced to respawn at checkpoints. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is available March 22nd for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And that's it for this 555. If you liked what you saw, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. If you have any games you'd like to add for these months, or even start the list for April, let us know in the comments below. I'm Jeff from Some Dirty Arguments, and I'll see you next month with another set of games.